to the Oracle of Li Noori. This your girl Leonore on her lunch break. That's what that is. And we're here to basically talk about a couple ways, maybe several, and then some ways how to clear the mind and the importance of clearing the mind. So we're actually going to get into 5 ways to improve the current mood, okay? And we can start by giving back. Again, this is Eleanor coming to you with the come through on her lunch break. We have giving back because feeling important is important, okay? At the same time, we have to remember that we're humans, right? So just like babies, we like to feel appreciated. We like to feel loved. We like to feel thought about and cared for. And it's like a whole thing, you know what I'm saying? We feel good when we give back because people would be appreciative of our existence, right? And then we are selfless and we put ourselves in a mind frame and we're feeling and fulfilling a purpose. Whether it's material, whether it's verbal, definitely give a I love you or I appreciate you. Giving back doesn't always have to be material, it can be energetic. So give back so we can be appreciated and that can improve our current mood. It is reverse psychology with it, babes. Okay? 2, move around. Okay? Move around, slither, if you will, like Wendy on Housewives of Potomac, but slither, if you will, okay? I was watching this movie called World War Z, and it was an amazing movie. I recommend it for anyone that hasn't seen it yet. However, what I learned in that movie was, movement is life, because you got to think about it. If you stay somewhere for too long, you can get stagnant, you can get stuck, and then you can disintegrate, degenerate after that. Quite honestly, you can compare it to blood clots, man. Blood clot! We have the blood moving through and through our body, but then when something builds up and it becomes, coagulated and clotted up, it's not so good because then that causes many other different problems, right? It's almost like putting your hand to your face and you can't breathe. Move around. Long story short, get some life going, get some energy flowing, okay? When the blood moving, that's how you know your energy is moving, and that is life. Movement is life, and stagnancy is death in all types of ways: mentally, spiritually, psychologically, physically, emotionally, all that good stuff. I remember there was a time where my dad, he was in the bed for like 6 months straight because he broke his ankle or something like that on the job or playing ball. And he was stuck in the bed because he wanted to be in the bed. He wasn't up and moving around and about and all that good stuff. And you know what? He was saying how his health issue was getting worse. So we can actually make things a bit worse if we do not get up. If we do not get up and move around. Get up and get something, okay? Blood clot. Anyway, we can even compare it to yin and yang energy, okay? We have yin energy of potential energy. We have yang energy of kinetic, okay? And with that being said, we have a lot of energy built up in the potential realm, but we need to actually exert that energy out somewhere, Otherwise, it is like blowing up one side of a balloon. It just doesn't work. So with that being said, 3, we remove that frown, turn that shit upside down, okay? If you don't like what you're going through, sometimes we can implement tricks with the brain and the mind. I usually used to get sick, okay, with female issues. And one thing that my mom always told me was, oh, it's all in your head. Smile. Stop looking like that. And you know what? A lot of the time, we can actually do ourselves a due diligence by turning that frown upside down, playing a trick on the brain, which then infiltrates the thoughts and neurons that is you know, doing its thing with the negativity, and then we actually combat that to kind of reverse it. So in a way, it'll start to send out positive thoughts, positive chemicals throughout the body, because every chemical is a thought. There's people that are in the hospital, and people say think positive, or you're gonna make it worse for you, da 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 da, all that stuff. Is because every thought is a chemical that goes throughout the rest of the body after it's created, you know, and then from there it can take a toll on our health. Okay, let's get into it. It's a mind over matter kind of thing. It does in this way improve confidence in the moment. Okay, we invite confident positive energy, so it can kind of act as a T cell when it comes to inflammation, or a white blood cell when it comes to inflammation. But these are just my analogies. I'm no rapper, but I am dapper. Okay, anyway, 4. Wait, there's more. Talk it out, okay? Verbalize it to man, okay? That's that potential energy building up, okay? We have to verbalize it, okay? So with that being said, let's talk it out with the self. Usually they say the smartest people talk to themselves. You know why that's true? Because talking it out and verbalizing it kind of enhances your reality, and it enhances the creativity side of the human. So we recognize our reality by speaking it out loud, and that's when we can take a foot to kind of change our reality, because we know where we're at. We just got to gain confidence to infiltrate our reality, okay? State what is obvious versus what you desire to happen. State what is obvious. For instance, me in parking lot traffic with dunce caps around me. Hey, you know, we're in the South or whatever, or we're in the North, or we're in New York, or we're, you know, there's dunce caps everywhere. Maybe people don't know how to operate a mechanical heavyweight metal box on wheels, you know what I'm saying, full of air. Okay, so let's give some patience in the moment. I talk it out with myself. It's gonna be all right. I'll be in my bed at one point today. Okay, state what is obvious versus what you desire to happen. Take those notches of anxiety down, and then we can conclude with positivity and then some. How you think determines how you feel. So where do we start with this process, baby? Up here, okay? Up here. So 5. All right, not too contrived. We are patient with the self, okay? And we give credit where credit is due. I, for one, I could go in a cycle. Okay, I can be in my bed day in, day out. I can go work, come home. I know I need to read. I know I need to stretch. I know I need to drink more water and stuff. But I'm in my bed day in and day out. I go to work and come home. Like, I understand being in a cycle or whatnot. So give yourself credit for how far you've come, for maintaining a way of, hey, I'm still productive because I'm working, you know, or hey, I'm still appreciative and grateful that I'm in my bed every day. And then those small things build up into, I deserve more. I deserve more, and what I can produce. She's here. She's here, so we might as well get her done, you know? Let's take ourselves out of this cycle. We have 30 days to make and break a cycle. What do we do with it? Hashtag be patient with yourself and give yourself some credit. Don't speak life into negative cycles. I do not have friends. I repeat, do not have friends, and do not have people around me that say, oh, just my luck, or oh, it's always me, or oh, I can't have a good day. None of that pessimistic bullshit, honestly, because that only speaks more life into the fuck shit that's going on. For instance, I work with this guy, and he gets frustrated so easily. Oh my goodness. I always have to remind him, hey, well, because I'm the supervisor where I am, so it's my obligation to. I always have to remind him, like, hey, Like, some of these things aren't that serious. The most what we can do is use the tools that we have to help out the people that we need to help out, and then from there, it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal, okay? Clock out and go home, okay? Listen, how many times do we get frustrated with the moment when, if we just wait to the next day, the next week, the next month, you know what I'm saying, and just be strong in our foundation of faith, then we know everything will work itself. In the meantime, change the pessimistic way of thinking and feeling and being. It's not always you. It happens to everyone. Okay, it's not just your luck. It's called, you know, energy and karma and, you know, cycles. Okay, it's life. We all go through the motions, okay? But you kind of have to determine where your gratitude is, because gratitude is a seed for more. So if you feel like it's just your luck, then what is the opposing thought to that, whatever that may be? Okay, I'm not God here. Journal, we can write it down. Okay, write it down. And with this being said, this brings some shit to life. I wrote in college success, you know, that mandatory course, where I wanted to be. Never thought in the future that, hey, I'm gonna be living here. Let me just, you know. But in the meantime, I was just like, let me just write this down. Hey, I want to live here. Hey, I want to do this. And I actually want to do this. And I actually wasn't bullshitting at all. I was kind of like creating a story. You know what I'm saying? I was creating a story that seemed really cool. Did not know how that was going to happen. And then boom, years later, gradually it starts to happen. And even though it coincides with my goals and stuff, I kind of put 20 on 10 a little bit in that assignment. And then boom, things happened. I said, bro, let's write it down. Let's continue to do this. Let's write it down. Our goals, our dreams, our endeavors. And then we have a dream board. We can write things down once we wake up. Okay, we have a vision board. Wow, I can say so much about that. I haven't not created mine yet because I have so many other things that I be doing. But yes, vision boards are amazing. From the people that I keep close with me and to me, visualizing, creating, and using the tools around you really does work, okay? 5 ways to improve the current mood. We're on numero 6, and we trust someone enough to speak our feelings, to speak our emotions, our mental thoughts, our just happenings within. And we speak our feelings, and this can kind of coincide to moving into a new city, not really knowing somebody, but being open enough to have experiences. Say yes before you say no. Certain times we're kind of moving away from trauma, right? So why don't we go to a temple? You know, why don't we go somewhere where we know the vibrations should be high? See where we can, what experience we can leave with. You know, you never know who you'll be able to meet and speak to. I know somebody that went through some trauma in their life, okay, with their father, their mother, their environment, down to them just being a black woman, you know, from the South, and they went to a different place, a different city. However, that trauma she brought with her. So you know what she did? She went to a religious expert, whether you call him a priest, a spiritual guide, a pastor, and it works like an NDA. They never can say your business, but you can lay everything out to them, okay? And never have to see that person again. So let's get into a habit of just speaking, okay, to someone else. Let's start within. And if it's hard to start within, sometimes getting that push from something on the outs is necessary. But you never know if you're in your 4 walls. So with that being said, love y'all lots. I hope you found this video useful. And if you like, share, subscribe to join my tribe. And share because I know you care. And next video, I hope to see you there. We are in the middle of lunch break. So she has to go. She has to dip out. But yes, Let's improve our current mood. Let's invite our support systems with that, okay? Let's hold ourselves accountable as well. One, we can give back. Two, we can move around. Stagnancy is death, okay? Three, we can remove that frown upside down, okay? Reverse psychology in this. Let's talk it out with the self. Let's talk it out. Let's verbalize it. Let's hone in on our actual reality. We can be patient with the self. We can give credit where credit is due, okay? And express gratitude at that. That kind of helps out with infiltrating our cycles and our ways of thinking, right? Oh my God, a moth. They're like the nighttime butterflies. Heavy on the nighttime. Anyway. Trust somebody to speak, okay? Trust somebody enough to speak. Say something, baby. Anyway, gotta go. Peace out, Cub Scout. Love y'all. Like, share, subscribe to join my tribe. And share because I know you care. And next video, I hope to see you there. Okay, enough with the blood clots.